The 36 Sermons of Vivec. Sermon 22. Then Vivec left the first whirling school, and went back to the space that was not a space. From the provisional house, he looked into the middle world to find the second monster, which was called the Treasure Wood Sword. Within years of the pomegranate banquet, it had become a lessoned tune to the lower Velothi houses. They preached of its power. The Treasure Wood Sword, splinter scintilla of the high and glorious, he who wields it becomes self-known. The warrior poet appeared as a visitation in the ancestor alcove of House Mora. Those rose-worn prince of garlands was a hero against the northern demons. Vivec congregated with the bones and said, "A scavenger cannot acquire a silk sash and expect to discover the greater system of its predecessor. Perfect happiness is embraced only by the weeping. Give me back, and do so freely, what is barren of my marriage, and I will not ease you from the thought realm of God. Your line has a notable enchantress that my sister Am is fond of, and, from her murky wisdom alone, do I condescend to ask." A bone walker emerged from a wall, and had 3 precious stones set in its lower jaw, a magical practice of old. One was opal, the color of opal. The bone walker bowed to the prince of the middle air and said, "The Treasure Wood Sword will not leave our house. Bargains were made with the Black Hands Mephala, the greater shade." Vivec kissed the first precious stone and said, "Animal picture, rude walker, go back to the lamps and stay lit in the water and store no more messages of useless noise. Down." He kissed the second precious stone and said, "Proud residue, soon dispersed, serve no guarantees made in my full image, and demand nothing of its under skin. I am master evermore. Down." He kissed the opal and said, "Down I take thee." And then Vivec withdrew into the hidden place and found the darkest mother of the Morag tongue, taking them all to wife and filling them with undusted loyalty that tasted of summer salt. They became as black queens, screaming lie with 100 murderous sons, 1,000 murderous arms and 100,000 murderous hands. One vast moving event of thrusting kill laughter in alleys, palaces, workshops, cities, and secret holes. Their movements among the holdings of the Ra'atham were as rippling endings, heaving between times, with all fates leading to swallowed knives, murder as moaning. God's holy rape erasure of wet death. The king of assassins presented to Vivec the Treasure Wood Sword. "My lord," the king of assassins said, "the prince of House Mora is now fond of you as well. I placed him in the corner of Dagon. His eyes I set into a fire prayer for the wicked. His mouth I stuffed with birds." The ending of the words is Alm Sivi.